Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This video is being recorded same day as yesterday's video, Thursday, June 12th, and that's because so what happened was I did that dash, the 4 deliveries, posted that video, came home, was going about my business, eating dinner and watching TV and whatever all else. Well, my wife was out having dinner with some friends, and so I was home alone. Like I said, I was just kind of hanging out. I was getting kind of bored and wanting to just kind of like one of those evenings where I just kind of like wanted to get outside and do something, maybe do another short little dash. And it didn't matter how much money I made or whatever, just wanted to, get out of the house again. So logged in just after 6 o'clock p.m. Scheduled myself to 7:30. Figured I'd do a few orders and see what happens. And guys, it was like a low ball offer city for this short little dash, and it was kind of an interesting little dash. So I did. This is the best offer I got. This first one that I got is 1037 6 Mile Pizza Hut. I'm like, well, okay. And get to the Pizza Hut, have to wait a minute. And the only kind of bad thing about this, it kind of put me in a bad location. You see on the map how it puts me out of zone, and that drive coming back kind of sucked a little bit. But this took me 25 minutes to make the 1037. So, but I also had like I said, the miles coming back. And that was $2 and an 837 tip. Okay, and then I get I'm on my way back to zone. I get a $5 2 mile McDonald's. Hey, why not? Let's do it. And this was pretty easy and delivered and start to finish from the time I got the order to when I dropped the order off, 9 minutes. $5 and 9 minutes, I'll take it, and only 2 miles. So that was $2 and a $3 tip. So there you go. Okay. And then check this out. 2 minutes later, guys, I don't normally take orders under $4. I went ahead and took this one. Hey, why not? 375, 7/10 of a mile total. I knew that where this was going. This is going to the apartment complex. You can tell the apartments. It's right behind the McDonald's. This customer's within walking distance of that McDonald's. I go in there, the order's sitting right there. It had probably been passed on by a couple drivers, or who knows how long it was sitting there. I should have looked and see if there was a time on the receipt. But I got right to the McDonald's, picked that up, swung around the corner, delivered that. Check out the time on this one, folks. 6 minutes. Start to finish, 6 minutes, $3.75. Hey, and only 7/10 of a mile on my car. Hey, I'm good with that. And the customer actually tipped on this, so it was a $1.75 tip. So hey, you know, what is there really to complain about this? A lot of dashers and gig tubers. Oh, you should never take an offer under like $5 or blah 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 blah. Hey, like I said, for the most part, I don't take orders like this. I guess So here's another drawback that the gig tubers really don't focus on this drawback too much. You don't hear them talk about this, but like I took the 375 in 6 minutes. Hey, on the one hand, you're like, what's there to complain about? But on the other hand, in that 6 minutes time, there could have been some other much better offer that since I was tied up on this, I couldn't get that other offer. Okay, so there you go. There's the other kind of like drawback to something like this. Um, but I was good with it tonight anyway. If this had been any of my normal dashes where I'm not working the W-2 and I'm trying to make my $150 goal or my $200 goal, yeah, not 99 times, 99.9 times out of 100, I'm not taking that. Um, I don't think I screenshotted the item on this. I didn't. $650 General. It was a like earbuds or something like that. So some kind of electronic. And no thanks. No, if this was like a gallon of milk or some candy bar or something easy, like I would have done it, but not any kind of electronic item at all. No thanks. Uh, and then I just kept getting several like bad offers. $4 4 mile sheets decline. Minute later, 8.40, but you're picking up at Taco Bell and Marco's Pizza decline. Another low ball stack, 9.57, Taco Bell and Subway. I guess I don't know. I guess this one isn't like too awfully bad. This one's better than that previous one, but still. I think I declined this because of that one customer you see that's north there on the map that's in West Columbus. If everything would have been in zone in 4 miles, then I probably would have done it. Um, and then I get this. This is the last order I took. 775 4 mile Loveys. Okay, and the question that I had here when I accepted this offer is, what in the world is Loveys? I first time ever seeing this. I have absolutely no idea what this is. Again, I messed up on. There's another screenshot I should have taken, but I didn't. There was usually I almost always see merchant instructions for that either say like where to park or what you do when you get to a restaurant or store. There's always like something in the instruction. There was nothing at all in like the instructions for this. And so I had, like I said, absolutely no idea what this is. It sounds like a Lovey's. That it sounds like an auto, the name of an auto repair shop to me. That's what it's, or a gas station is what it sounds like to me. Okay, so you see on the screen on the map here that it's right on the main strip where I'm driving on. So okay, so I continue driving. Okay, so I look for the address, and this is right in the downtown area of my zone. And I look over as I'm passing it, and it's a bar. I'm like, what the heck here? And I seen there was a parking spot like right in front of it, street parking. So I went to the next like intersection, kind of turn around, parked in front of it. I get out of the car and I'm about to go in there, and then there's another dasher stops me and shows me his phone, and he's on a Lovey's order as well. And he was like, do you know where this place is? And I was like, well, this is the address, I'm assuming it's like this right here. And he was like, well, it doesn't say Lovey's like on the door, and it had the name, whatever the name of the bar is what was on the door and the signage and everything. There wasn't anything that said Lovey's. And I said, well, I'm going in here because this is the address and I think this is it. And it could have very well been a ghost kitchen name. So that's what I was thinking. So I walk in there and a staff member directs me to walk past the bar and to the kitchen was behind that, and there was like a window and a counter where you walk up to, and somebody else was walking away from that with an order. And so I go up there and check in, give my customer name, and they behind this guy they had like this whole string of orders. Must have been like 8 or 10 orders that they were working on. I'm thinking, well, this is just great. The other dasher checks in after me, and then we're just standing there. And at one point, the cook comes back out, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, you guys showed up like literally like right after those orders were placed. I mean, they didn't give us any. DoorDash didn't give us any time whatsoever to prepare these orders. So, but we'll let you know when they're done. So this had 10-minute drop plastered all over it. I wasn't going to wait like 20 30 minutes for a $7.75 order. So I stood inside there about like 8 minutes. And I didn't start my timer right away when I arrived at this place. So I knew even at like the 8-minute mark, I was on my timer. Since I didn't start it right away, I knew I was close to being able to drop it. So I went outside and pulled up the help menu and everything. And sure enough, you see here at 7:21, I was able to unassign. So, and then that other dasher, he was still there, uh, and he, like I said, he was waiting outside for his order. But yeah, me personally, folks, I have never been like a bar person. It's not my thing. I don't like being in bars. I have drank in the past, but rarely, and I've never been much of a drinker. So I just it's not a place I want to be like standing in like that for any length of time. And now that I know what it is, I probably, unless it's really, I mean I this they it's probably dinner time only anyway, which I hardly ever do. I'm breakfast and lunch hours for the most part, so I don't think going forward I have to worry about seeing this place offers for it very much. And if I do, now that I know what it is, unless it's a catering order or something crazy like that, most cases I'll probably decline it. Um, and then I had a bad signal, so I was trying to end the dash, but I got this offer as I quickly declined this, and then I was able to end the dash. Um, so here we go. I made $19.12 in 39 active minutes. Can't complain with that. And total dash time 1 hour and 13 minutes. Put 14 miles on my car. So there you go. Just like I said, just something to just give me something to do for an hour or so, and I had a little story here to tell for another video. So there you go. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there. We'll catch you next time. Thanks again.